Hi guys, my name is Omoduni, but you can call me Duni, and this is the Diaries of Duni. So, if this is the first time you're here, we just talk about women life generally, and how we live, how we be better version of ourselves, how we survive the society right now. Cause I mean, it's a whole lot right now for women out there. So yeah. So basically, that's what we're talking about here. So, welcome back to my channel. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in to watch. So, what am I going to be talking about today? So, I want to talk about a topic that has really been bothering me, which is childbirth, pregnancy, and childbirth. And the truth is, I've been seeing so many videos that are discouraging. Don't have kids. It's not worth it. Please don't do it, and all that stuff. And then we only say like 1% of 1% people are coming out to say, oh, yeah, it's like the best feeling and all that. So, first of all, I'm going to be listing a few things why people don't want to get married, why people do not want to get married. First of all, I wrote some things down and I also judged some things down. These are reasons why people feel like, valid reasons why people feel like we should not have kids or women should not have kids. So I'm going to be really fast with it. For number one is pregnancy and childbirth. Number two is body changes, time, independence, society, how society treats mothers, breastfeeding and the sad effects of breastfeeding, which are because I saw a video that says she got a limb cut off due to breastfeeding. I don't know. And expenses, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Financials, jealousy, that they get jealous of their kids when their kids begin to have things they do not have when they were, at the age. So yeah, I understand. Can't take breaks in life. Why do you want to take break? And what is the exact reason why you really want to take break? Fear of being a single parent. That's very much understandable. This is because they feel like the person they're having this child with can opt out and say, no, I'm not doing it, or the person might die. So another thing is they do not guarantee they will take care, no guarantee they will take care of you in future. Very much understandable. They can unalive you. To be honest, I don't think this is a valid reason. To be honest, the entire time I was watching that video, my face was like this. Because what do you mean you don't have kids because they might unalive you? Anybody can unalive you. Your parents can unalive you. Your teacher in school can unalive you. The person you're having, you know, your partner can unalive you. Do you understand? So the last one is your life becomes more about the kids. To be honest, this is not a valid reason. But these are the reasons that, I jotted down while watching so many videos online why you should not have kids. And hold on, I jot down some things. Let me see if I still if I can get it. So I jot down some things in my notes why people don't want to have kids now. Why people do not want to have kids. Number one is financial pressure. I want to list these things very fast so I can go on to what I have to say. So number one is financial pressure. Number two is career and personal goals. Number three is mental and emotional readiness. Number four is fear of responsibility. Number five is the state of the world. Now, what I'm listing here are the reasons why people do not want to have kids anymore. Number six is bad childhood experience. Number seven is changing social norms. Number eight is health reasons. Very, very valid. So I think that's pretty much it. And then I went on to say, okay, you know what? All these their reasons are valid, all these their reasons are actually very much valid, but let's see risk of childbirth, pregnancy and childbirth, health risk of pregnancy and childbirth, which I feel like it is one of the most valid reasons. It is something that we can't control. Okay, number one is maternal and mortality risk. I'm going to be explaining later, I just want to list. Number two is blood pressure and heart risks. Number three is gestational diabetes. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Number four is complication during delivery. Very much valid. Number five is infection and sepsis. Number six is pelvic floor and bladder problems. Number seven is mental health challenges. I think that's pretty much 7 health risk of having kids that I could narrow down. hmm Under each reasons, you could spread it out. Like under delivery complications, there are so many delivery complications. So delivery complications is also spread out into many areas. So these are just 7 major areas where you can think of and look and say, oh, maybe because of this I don't want to have kids. So yeah. So then I went ahead to now, there are two sides of things. There is negative and there's positive. So now we've listed the logical negative reasons why people don't want to have kids or risk of pregnancy and childbirth. So let's go to the benefits of childbirth, pregnancy, benefits of pregnancy and childbirth. So now this one here is health benefits of having kids. Low risk of certain cancers like breast cancers, ovarian cancer, endometrial cancer. I hope I pronounced that right. So, number 2 is improved hormonal balance after birth. Growing up, I actually hear a lot of people saying their body changed after childbirth for the better, which is part of this improved hormonal balance after birth. There's a particular woman that I lived with growing up for a short while. And one thing I remember her saying about childbirth is how he helped her. Because before childbirth, she used to have problems during menstruation and she used to like break out a lot. There are so many things that used to happen to her. And she thought it was because she was a SS or so, I can't remember, but reasons why she felt like those things were normal. Until after childbirth, those things stopped, and I can remember very well because I heard her saying it to somebody that, oh, to be more go malo and all that. I remember that conversation vividly. So yes, pregnancy and childbirth may improve hormonal balance after birth. Yeah, possible reduction in endometriosis symptom. If you have endometriosis symptom, there's possible reduction after childbirth. That's very, very good. I think that's actually nice. Potential long-term heart health, psychological and emotional benefits. Okay, that's number 7. I think that's also 7. That's okay. Okay, so they say health benefits of childbirth for women include lower cancer risks, hormonal regulation, possible endometriosis relief, immune and heart health benefits, bonding emotional bonding hormones. But a woman does not need to give birth to be healthy, and also does not need not to give birth to be healthy. So that will be all that I want to point out first of all. So now let's really go into it. Let's have the conversation, these uncomfortable conversations that women do not want to have about childbirth. Let's actually talk about it. How I want to talk about it. So first of all, my personal opinion about childbirth. Before I really go into childbirth, let's look at women. Now, let me try to explain something. What am I trying to say to you? Just being alive is a complete risk. Moving from point A to point B is a risk. Getting into that car and driving to work is a risk. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like having a child or childbirth or pregnancy, it's a personal risk that you've taken, that you've decided that you want to take. I honestly do not feel like, because like I said, I've personally, when I first saw the first video I saw about do not have kids, I was like, what is wrong with this woman? And then I get to understand that, yeah, there are so many risks of having a child that is not spoken about enough, that people don't talk about enough. There are so many risks. And there are also benefits that they do not talk about at all. I will tell you, and I am sure of this, if you go online, the percentage of videos that are saying do not have kids is higher than the percentage of people that are saying have kids. And let's break it down. Reasons why people do not want to have kids. The most logical, valid reason are just 2 reasons. Let's say 3. I feel like, okay, let's add mental, and trauma. Let's add trauma. So you need to be mentally ready to raise a kid. That's valid. Now, the other 2 valid reasons for me, now this is a personal opinion. The other two valid reasons for me is first financials, money. If you don't have money, I do not feel like you should be having a child. If you're poor, please stay away from having a child. So aside from that, the number last one, the last one is health risk. Now, these are the three major reasons why I feel like women should look into and decide for themselves by themselves if they really want to have a child. If you really want to have kids. The truth is, people undergo surgeries like BBL, tummy tuck, um, facelift, and all that stuff. Do you know that these surgeries have health risk too? Do you know that if you go online, go online, take your phone right now and search for risk, health risk of having a BBL or undergoing a BBL surgery or a butt lift. Go online, check it, health risk. And it's a permanent something. It's not something that you can deal with for a short time. Is in fact the risk most times doesn't come now. It comes later in life when you grow. There are health risks, these things. The same way there can be delivery complications during childbirth, there are also complications during BBL. But you will not see anybody coming out and telling you that do not have a BBL. This is the reasons why you should not have a BBL. But you see 10, like out of 15, 10 out of 15 women will come online and tell you and give you reasons why you should not have a child or reasons why not to have a child. And to be very honest with you, I feel like the percentage of people that you know that I've actually heard people die after childbirth, during childbirth. They didn't survive childbirth and they die. And this is what I have to say. Childbirth should be a personal choice. I feel like people that regret having kids are people that did not choose to have kids by themselves. They probably have these kids because the society, number one, the society make them have that kid. Probably they make them believe that you can't be fulfilled until you have kids. Or number two, is just they just feel like it's the right time for them since they are married. I mean, I've been married for a year. Why not me just have a child? Let's get this straight. If we remove this probability of you dying during childbirth and the complications that might come during delivery, I feel like every other reason that anybody might have pointed to you for you not to have kids boils down to being poor. If you'd ask me, I feel like is a poverty mentality for you to tell somebody not to have kids because it will not let them have time. It will not let them have time for themselves again. If you still want to have time for yourself, even after having your child, you can still have time for yourself. If you really, really want to have time for yourself. I just feel like when there's money, all these reasons that people list for not having kids will go out of the window, will go out, like, will not even count. All these reasons that people are listing that you should not have kids, don't have kids for this, don't have kids for that. If you have kids, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Don't have kids. Kids will stress you up. You wake up in the middle of the night. Are you gonna sweat? You're gonna cry, or you're gonna wake up in the please don't have kids. You're not gonna have time for yourself. You're not gonna achieve your goal as a woman. Please do not have kids. I personally believe it is a poverty mentality. The only people I listen to are people that will bring out health risk, possible complications during childbirth, how you should avoid it, how you can avoid it. And the best is, I feel like if you are living in a country that you have less access to good health service, I feel like it is also part of the risk of you having complications during childbirth when you're not well attended to. And I do not think, you know, I don't know, except you have any hospital that you can recommend for women. I feel like Nigeria actually lacks that care, that complete care for pregnant women. And I feel so bad going online and seeing women that already have kids or have a baby and they're coming out to cry and say, please don't have kids, please don't have a child and all that. I do not have kids. So I really can't say for them. I really can't say this is why they're coming online to like say, don't have kids, don't have children. But what I can say is, what I can say is that there are so many women that are telling you not to have kids because of things they went through, because of postpartum. It might even not be depression. Postpartum, like probably they do not have support after childbirth. And this happens because you chose a wrong person to procreate with. You chose the wrongest person to procreate with. Personally, I feel like as a pregnant wife or even if you're not married, as far as you're pregnant for somebody, the person should be responsible. The person should come, reach out to you, ask how you're feeling, make sure in fact, in Nigeria, they make it look abnormal for your husband to be following you to antenatal. Do you understand? And I feel like some husbands don't even follow their wives for postnatal. Let's talk about natal. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's rare when they see husbands coming with them. And they tend to look at you and like, why is your husband coming with you for your checkup, for your probably weekly checkup? There'll be more happy mothers out there if their partners are hands-on, if there is money. Now, let's emphasize more on that money. Most reasons why people tell you not to have kids is because they are poor or they are currently not living the life they want to live. And then, if you look at women, go online and look at women that are saying, please don't have kids, please never have kids, please do not have kids, it's not worth it, it boils down to the fact that they are poor. I honestly feel like the world is not fair, which is why some people are rich, some people are poor. But every woman goes through the same thing during childbirth. But not every man has the same pockets to take care or have the same access to after birth care. So it is very understandable that there are some women out there that they feel like it is the best feeling ever to have kids. That's because there is money to do whatever they want to do. If they want to take a flight or take a plane, if they want to go on a trip this weekend, all they have to do is to get a nanny or get their mother-in-law to come stay with them, and then they are gone for their trip. So tell me how you tell a woman like that, please do not have kids, it will not make you have time for yourself. I always feel like everything boils down to having money. Please, before you have kids, have money. Whatever you do in this life, just have money. Especially for the sake of the kids. The world is, you're like, oh, the world is not a better place anymore. There's war, there is this, there is that. God himself claimed to love us. But then it was the one that caused the hurt for our sake. Because then they say God didn't curse human. Even if you read your Bible, it didn't curse Adam, neither did it curse Eve, but it cursed the earth, making us work hard, making it hard for human to survive. So which means it has nothing to do with you. Oh, the world is not a better place. The world have never been a good place to start with. Before now, there was slavery. Imagine women they're saying that I don't want to have kids anymore because of this slavery. It's not gonna. There won't be women. There won't be black women succeeding now. The reason why black women are succeeding is because they are, even though their four parents, their forefathers were taken into slavery, they still did not say, "Oh, I'm not gonna have a kid, or I'm not gonna have child in this situation of the world." Even God himself puts you and I in this world knowing how shitty this world can be. So, like I said, it is not you. It has nothing to do with you. All you have to do is do the best you can for your kids. Provide for them. Let them go to the best school. Do the best you can and God will help them. God will take it from there. Because you really can't do it on your own. Let's not lie to ourselves. You really cannot do it on your own. You need help. God's help. And I'm not happy seeing videos online that are telling you 10 reasons why you should not have kids, 5 reasons why to never have kids. Honestly, I feel like it's a personal choice. But let me help you make that personal choice. Please have money. Please, whatever you want to do, be rich, have money. You don't have to be like so rich, but make sure you're rich enough to take a break whenever you want to. Because they'll tell you when you have a child, you really can't take a break. It's a forever thing. But the truth is, if you have money, you actually can't take a break. You can leave the country and just breathe in new air where there's no baby crying, there's nobody calling mommy, mommy. Do you understand? When there's money, you can actually take that break. You can take 2 weeks, 3 weeks long break. Just go somewhere else and just have time for yourself. Now let's look at it, child free and people with kids. What is actually the difference? Is poverty. Let's not lie to ourselves. There is nothing a child free woman is doing that somebody with kids can't do when she has money. The only difference, a child free woman will tell you, oh, I'm child free, so I can wake up on a random Tuesday and I'm in Italy. I'm a child free woman, so I'm taking it. Because I've seen videos where they are like, one thing I love about child free is like, look at me, I'm on my way to the airport right on a random Tuesday and blah, blah, blah. To be very honest with you, there are many women with kids that can wake up any day they want and travel whenever they want to. And you see, most of those things that they say, oh, a child will come and be shouting, mommy, mommy, it only lasts for at most 4 or 5 years. When the child is 5, the child will you will start to learn to be independent. And then you can wake up and say, you know what, mommy is traveling for the weekend, so you're going to be with grandma or you're going to stay with your dad. It's really not that deep, which is why I'm making this video. I'm so unhappy how they are beginning, things that they are saying is beginning to sink in, and people are beginning to be like, bring reasons why they don't want to have kids, and these reasons is just can be solved by money. All the main issue here is the fact that you are poor. I can pull up 3 4 5 videos giving you reasons not to have kids, and trust me, when you have money and you come back to watch that video, you will not relate. You will not be able to relate. You'll be like, what's she talking about? What do you mean I can't take a break when I want to? What do you mean I can't go to work? But the truth is, people like this are saying this because they're in a country where to hire a nanny is expensive. They're in a country where to hire a nanny is expensive, and then they have to go to work. They're working. They are probably partners with men that are doing 50-50. There is always a core problem that they are ignoring. Now they are putting the entire blame on the fact that they have a child. There are single child-free women that have not that they are 40 and they still cannot say, this is what I have established for myself. This is what I have gained. Or this is my multi-million naira or multi-million dollar company that not having a child have helped me achieve. Let's say the truth. Many child-free women, where is your multi-billion dollar company that you have achieved thanks to not having kids? Because you make it feel like, oh, this child will stop you. Yeah, the child can actually affect you when you do it wrongly. This is why there's something called the right thing at the right time. There's no point to rushing childbearing. Why are you having a child when you're 16, 17, 18? You do not even know what you want for yourself. Tell me how you will not resent that child. Because then the child will not stop you from going to the university. Or maybe even initially, you were not even planning to go to the university just because you have that child during that time or around that age. You're going to blame that child for not going to the university and say, oh, the reason why I didn't go to the university is because of my child. Oh, I have a kid. That's why I didn't go to the university. As if they are not child-free women that still do not have a degree and still do not have a successful business and still do not know what the heck they are doing with their lives. One thing about women that I've learned is that we hardly take accountability. We look for something to blame, someone to blame. We do not take accountability. Men do take accountability. Men do. And I can admit, even I myself, sometimes I look for people to blame, even when I am supposed to just, self-reflect and say, okay, you know what, I was wrong. Or this is actually my fault. But you people are blaming kids that are not even here. They're the reason why you are not happy. What do you mean? Work hard for your money. Have kids that you can take care of. Do not have kids based on your partner, because yes, your partner can run off anytime. Do not have kids if you are not financially stable to take care of that kid. And when you're finally financially stable and you have that child, come back and watch that video that you made telling people not to have kids, giving people 10 reasons why not to have kids. The only valid reasons, like I said, are 3 valid reasons why you should not have kids. Number 1 is mental readiness, emotional and mental readiness. Most people are still traumatized from their upbringing. Number 2 is health risk, pregnancy and childbirth risk. And the last one is poverty. Please do not have kids when you're poor. If you're not even, if you cannot wake up one day and say, oh, you know what, this is what I want to do, and you're financially stable to do that thing, I feel like you should not have a child. But I am here to make a video to let's stop blaming these kids for our unhappiness. Is it really their fault? I can imagine the next generation how they will actually feel in a world where their parents is blaming them for all the bad things happening to them. Where women will come out and start crying, please don't have kids. But the problem is that man. That man you choose to procreate with, that's the problem. Not the kids. Not that child. But you've come online and do this video. And I think about, in the time of our parents, they were not able to make videos, do you understand? But now that we are able to make videos and our kids will grow up and see our mothers crying and saying, I regret having this child. And the truth is, let's give women, like I said, my gender barely admits accountability. No, we don't have it. Let's not lie to ourselves. We do not have it. And I am here to talk to women, to my gender. Please, let's self-reflect. Let's look at ourselves and say, is the problem in my life right now this child that I have, or this child I'm about to have? Or is it the fact that I am not supposed to have this child yet? Because there are factors to consider before having kids. Timing, your bank account, your mental health. Can I raise this child? If you can't, please do not. Do not bet. Some people will have kids knowing fully well they do not have a job. Now, the husband or the man that they have this child for will leave them and they'll come online to start saying, 10 reasons why you should not have kids. Is it the fault of the child? No. You chose wrong. Starting from the person you chose to procreate, you chose wrong. You chose wrong. Admit it. It's not this child's fault. I could have had this child with a better person, with a better man. It's not the fault of the child, is it? And then we are complaining about our upbringing, how our mother neglected, especially, their female kids. How the past generation neglected female children and always focus on male kids. And then it makes me feel bad when I see kids now that generation, I felt like we should have learned to, know that yes, there are situations where you should not have kids. And this situation is not because of this child, it's because of me. It's because of me. And when we have this child, let's learn to seek professional help. If you are having depression or whatever it is, please seek professional help. Stop coming online, bringing the baby and start crying and say, "Oh, I regret having this baby." That baby is going to grow up and watch that and watch that video, that short video you made. Just agree and accept that you did it at the wrong time. You shouldn't have had kids because you're poor. You shouldn't have had a child because you're not mentally stable. You're not mentally ready to have a child. Or you have pregnant scare. Probably your mom died while giving birth to you. Or probably you've seen women, or you're a nurse, you've experienced women go through a lot of things while giving birth, and it's just, traumatizing, and you still haven't gotten over it. It's very much okay to admit. But I do not like the fact that we now may look like these kids are the problem. How we made it look like And somebody choosing to have a child is not your business. I do not like the fact that people come and like, oh, you have 3 kids, you have 4 kids. Yes, they have 3 kids, they have 4 kids. They might not be able to take it as long as they are happy. There's so many videos there's so many comments on videos like, oh, me and my 4 children. They're like, how can you believe in this as I have 4 children? As long as she can take care of these kids. But where I will now have a problem is when one of these kids gets sick or falls sick and you cannot afford to take this child to the hospital, or you cannot afford to get the medical need to this child cannot get medical needs because you're broke as a parent. That is where I will now have issues. Because tell me why you bet a child to the world, a child that is as innocent as I don't understand. They don't even choose to come. You chose to have them. I will never understand it. But all these videos online giving you 10 reasons why not to have kids, I don't know. I just feel it's very much unfair to women because, I mean, these videos are beginning to sink in and people are beginning to see it. It's now getting so much that people now are now it's now beginning to look like, and to be honest, it's just poverty. That's how much poverty has run deep in the society. It's poverty. No millionaire or no billionaire anywhere, either in naira or in dollars, have complained of having child. I've said, oh, 10 reasons why I should not have child. I've set camera and say, let me tell you people 10 reasons why not to have kids. You think that Nana, which is Otedola's wife, you think she's regretting having her kids? You think if you ask her about her kids, she'll have any negative things to talk about childbirth or childbearing, or say, oh, postpartum depression or something? Do you think she'll have any negative things to say about her kids? Let's think about it. It's just money. Let's work hard. If you really want to have kids so bad, save up. Try save up. Invest in things that would give you money, income monthly, weekly. Yeah, invest in things like that. And just, like I said, just do not just have kids for any other reasons. Have kids because you want to. If you're having baby fevers and you want to have kids, go ahead and fucking do it. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm using the iPhone I'm using right now. I could have continued using my 13 Pro Max, but I upgraded. Why? I don't know. So why do I need to give you reasons why I want to have a child? When I can't even, most 90% of the things that I own, I bought it not because I have a valid reason to do it. I just did it because I wanted to. So why can't just want to have a child? I just want it. The same way you can choose not to have a child, I can choose to have a child and not. I do not like the fact that people are beginning to bully low key. Very soon they'll be coming out, But now they are doing it stylishly bullying people for having kids. People make mistakes. Even people that have kids when they are poor, it's probably a mistake, or maybe they didn't know better. And now they are learning. They are learning the hard way. And now their kids have example of what not to be. It's as simple as that. The last thing I will do is have a child when I cannot personally take care of that child. Because yes, you might say, oh, but you are going to have a husband. Yes, I'm not going to have kids. So I'm not going to have a child without getting married. But that still doesn't mean I'm going to have a child that I personally can take care of. I'm going to have as much child as I can financially take care of. I hope this short video can make you better your understanding about child. And please, before you make any decision if you want to have kids or not, go and see the percentage of people that don't want to have kids, probably because of finance. Because the main reason why people don't want to have kids is because of poverty. It's actually the fact that they do not have money. Many people die of just by entering bus. They die. Doesn't mean people will stop entering bus. No. People die of plane crash every day. Very much celebrities die of car crash, plane crash. Does it mean that we're not going to buy fast cars again? No. Does it mean that we're not going to fly plane again? No. But why is it childbirth? Why? So before you decide, please just make sure that you have money. When you have money and you work hard and you have enough money, come back to this topic and decide for yourself if you want to have kids. That's what I'm gonna say. A child shouldn't make you shouldn't have a child because you want somebody to take care of you in future. You should have a kid because you want to, because it will make you happy. Having a child will definitely make you having a mini me, something that looks like me, somebody that looks like me is definitely going to make me happy. So yes, I'm gonna have a child, but right now, no, I don't think I'm financially capable to have a child. And if the person I choose to have a child with decide that, okay, let me help you, that's a good idea. Let me help you. What do you need to do? What are the things that need to be in place for you to have a child? Because I want a child and I want it with you. So let's do it together. So what are the things? What are the boxes you want to tick before having kids? I'm gonna help you do that. So we're gonna have a kids. That makes sense. I really appreciate you guys for watching. I really hope that I was able to help you guys decide on your own and not just dwell in these videos going online about 10 reasons why not to have a child and da, 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 da. Do you understand? There is risk. You being alive right now is a risk. So let it be a personal choice. Please, please, please let it be a personal choice. I really appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you very much. Please subscribe, like, share this video. I love you all. Thank you. Bye.